Hello beauties and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, also known as the Alchemy Queen, and today we have a video about what do people love about you, because right now I'm recording this in March, and with everything going on I think we could all use a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of motivation. What do people love about you? It's going to be uplifting, it's going to be inspiring, and yeah, I really hope that you enjoy. And if you're new to pick a card readings, here's how it works. So what's going to happen is you're going to see some piles of cards. You're going to use your intuition to pick what card or what card pile is resonating for you right now. And yeah, I'll read you you check the timestamps, you get the times of the card pile that you picked. I'm also going to pop some crystals on there, so if you guys are more visual, you can use the crystals to kind of help you decide which pile you want to pick that way. The thing with crystals though is that you don't want to pick the one that you like the best. You don't want to pick the prettiest crystal. You want to pick the crystal that is resonating with you right now. It's kind of urging you, it's kind of nudging you to pick that one. That's the one that you want to go with to get the best reading. And if you have trouble tapping into your intuition, something that I like to do is just close my eyes and kind of say a prayer up to the universe and the archangels or your guardian angels or whoever is looking out for you. You can say something like, "Dear spirits and angels of the highest good in the universe, please help guide me to the card pile that is most resonant with my soul right now." Or whatever you want to say. Or if that's too woo-woo, just close your eyes, take a couple deep centering breaths, and then just you kind of know, and then you just don't second guess it, and that's going to be your pile. So I'm really hoping that this video is going to be really helpful right now. I know a lot of people are going through some really tough times. This is going to be March, April 2020. And if you're watching this in the future, it definitely still applies, but I just feel like this reading is really going to help some people right now. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think, what resonated with you, and yeah, let's take a look at the card piles. All right, my loves, here are your card piles to see what people love about you. Starting over here with pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, and pile 5. Here's where you want to take a moment to decide which pile is calling out most to you, and I will be popping crystals on for you guys in just a second as well. All right, crystals are on. Pile 1 we have amethyst, pile 2 is clear quartz, pile 3 is orange calcite, pile 4 is sodalite, and pile 5 is unakite. So again, pause the video here if you need to, and then without further ado, we're going to hop into pile 1. All right, pile number 1, here are your cards. This is your reading to see what people love about you. We start off with the Emperor, the Ace of Wands, the Princess of Cups, and the Five of Cups. You guys are really very diverse people. The Emperor is very strategic. He's the father of the tarot. He is very masculine, and if you don't feel masculine, let me just elaborate on that. He is very strategic in thinking. He is a leader, so he possesses really good leadership qualities as well as strategic thinking. He keeps his emotions in check, and he knows what is best for himself. He also has just an innate authority about him and power. So he is really an empowered person. He feels empowered in who he is, and an authority comes from that. The Ace of Wands is a very similar card. The wands are fire energy, and the Emperor is very fiery. He rules Aries, which is total fire element. So the Ace of Wands is very much similar, very personal empowerment, ambition, going after what you want, chasing your dreams, and not letting anybody get in your way. You are fierce, you're assertive, and you take what you want, and you don't let anybody get in your way. And then we have the 2 cup cards. So we have the Princess of Cups and the Five of Cups. So the cups are kind of the opposite. The cups are very feminine. They are the water element. They're very flowing. The Princess of Cups in particular is all about flow and synchronicity and receiving messages. So she's kind of mystical in a way too. So she's very in touch with her intuition. She's very in tune to who she is. She has a big heart. She feels the feelings, but she lets them flow through without getting caught up in them. So with the Princess of Cups and the Emperor, the Emperor doesn't mean that you don't have feelings and then you're just some masculine rock. You still allow feelings to flow through. You just don't let your feelings consume you. You don't wallow in your feelings for too long. You feel them and you move past, and then you go get your stuff done. So I really like this energy. I feel like you guys are very balanced. The Five of Cups is, again, a water sign. It's the cups. The 5, though, is referring to setbacks and disappointments. However, with this spread, I feel like that's just telling me how strong of a person that you are, because you take setbacks and you use them to fuel your next adventure. You use them to fuel who you are as a person, and you use them to shape who you are. You take the lessons from them, and you don't let the emotions and the so-called failures, even though they're not failures, you take them as lessons. So you don't look at anything as a failure. Everything is a lesson, and you strategically use any setbacks or failures to move forward. But I feel like you guys are really well-rounded. The Emperor and the Princess, again, I wanted to really specify here. The princesses are very playful energy, where the Emperor is very kind of serious. He is strategic. He's powerful. He's more work than play, but then the Princess is more play than work. So I feel like you guys have a really good balance, and people love that about you. They love that you're playful, but that you also get your stuff done, and that you're ambitious, and that you are doing a lot with your life. Like, you are going places, you're ambitious, but you know how to have fun and not take things too seriously. All right, we're gonna pop some more cards on here. So we have signs from Spirit with love, and we also have water, emotional well-being. So these cards really play into the cup energy here. Again, like I said, water is the element of the cups. So you're very in tune to who you are. You're very, I feel like you're probably close to spirit, and you probably might have spiritual connections. You might have spiritual gifts. And if you don't, then I think that they would come very naturally to you. So if that's not something that you've ever explored, I think it's something that's going to come really natural to you. And it might be something that you want to look into and start practicing. And then the signs card, signs from Spirit, that goes so perfect with the Princess of Cups, because the Princess of Cups is like messages from Spirit and mystic. They're like mystic messages. And then the signs card just goes perfectly. So yeah, I feel like you guys are really very spiritual people. I feel like you might be, let me know if any of you guys are Pisces, if that's your sign, if you're a Pisces, because I feel like that is the perfect energy. Either that, or I feel like Taurus. I know Taurus isn't a water sign, but I feel like you guys might be Pisces and Tauruses. I'm just getting that energy from the collective card to the group. Let me know. But yeah, I think Pisces is 12th house, and it's very spiritually connected, and I feel like you guys are super spiritually connected, and you're very in tune, and you're very feminine, but then you also have this masculine, take action, you're assertive, you don't let people walk on you. You have that really perfect balance. Like, you are so well-rounded and so balanced, and that's one thing that people love about you. All right, and we're gonna pop a couple more cards on here. We have Sarah Kali, Queen of the Outsiders. I have arrived. I am where I always will be, in love. And we have Masjid Labdran. Don't have any clue if I'm saying that right. The diamond-hearted Dakini. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. So Sarah Kali is literally the ultimate love card. She is somebody who feels with her whole heart. She is the type of person who loves being in love. So if that is you, people look at you because you just exude this light energy that just draws people to you, because you're in love with life, you're in love with yourself, you're in love with your family. And I don't mean that in a narcissistic way. You just exude so much love that it just comes out as a vibrant, radiating energy. You are somebody who just radiates and draws people to you. That is what this card is telling me, especially with the Princess of Cups. Such a beautiful card, such a beautiful energy, and the water elements with the fire. Oh, you guys, I feel like you guys are really beautiful people, like beautiful souls, and I haven't looked at the other piles yet, but I feel like I want to meet you guys. You guys sound amazing. And then on the flip side again, we have Michelle Lebdran, and she is all about facing the darkness. She isn't just sitting oblivious, not thinking about her problems, pretending she doesn't have problems. She's not the kind of girl who doesn't look at her bank statement. She gets stuff done and she faces the darkness. She brings the darkness out, and she looks into her problems to bring them to the surface and to fix them and get past them. So she's always breaking resistances. She's rising above her limiting beliefs and anything that gets her down. So I feel like she goes with the Five of Cups. Any resistance or setbacks she's ever had, she rises above with kindness and perseverance, and just a knowing that no matter how long it takes, she'll get through it. And it's just that persistent knowing that she is powerful and she can do absolutely anything that she sets her mind to, kind of like the Emperor. So I feel like you guys are the perfect mix of the masculine and the feminine. You get stuff done, you're very ambitious, you're authoritative, you don't let people walk all over you, but at the same time, you're very feminine, you are very flowy and loving, and you're very in tune with your intuition and with spirit. And I think you guys have spiritual gifts, so definitely start looking into that if you haven't already and see what comes up, especially with the sign from Spirit card. I know you guys are gifted, and I feel like luck surrounds you. So even if you do have setbacks, I feel like you have a lot of luck. You get a lot of things, I don't want to say handed to you, but things flow your way quite often, I think. So that is what people love about you, pile number one. You guys sound so beautiful and amazing souls, and I wish I could meet you. So comment below if this resonated for you. I'd love to hear from you. And I hope you are all doing well. I'm sending you so much love. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next reading. Pile number two, here are your cards. This is your reading to see what people love about you. So we start off with the Five of Swords reversed. We next have the Nine of Wands. Then we have the Nine of Swords reversed. And then we have the Fool. So the Five of Swords reversed is kind of similar to the Nine of Swords reversed as well. I like the two reversed swords cards here. And usually reversed cards are a bad sign, but in these case, it's a good sign because these are kind of negative cards. So when they're reversed, it means that they're positive cards. And the Five of Swords is about forgiving and forgetting. It's about getting over conflicts and rising above and moving past. The Nine of Wands as well is kind of like conflicts. It's running into an issue and just having the energy and the commitment to persevere and push past that issue. The Nine of Swords is also about kind of forgetting, but it's more of internal. And so the Nine of Swords is kind of moving past inner blockages. You are able to manage your stress really well. You are able to get over resistances and push past fears and just have courage and knowledge that everything's going to be okay. And then we have the Fool card, which is all about new beginnings and free spirit and purity and innocence. So the way that these cards are kind of falling together right now, I feel like with the Fool and the Five of Swords, you have a very impressionable mind. You are very gullible, not in a bad way, but you're very impressionable. You're very easily influenced, and you always look on the bright side of things. I feel like you are somebody who's very optimistic. You might come across a lot of challenges, but you are always optimistic about it, and people look to you because of your positivity. You just radiate positivity and just the knowledge that everything's going to be okay and you can push past anything that you set your mind to. And yeah, I feel like, especially with the Nine of Wands and the Fool, you are really somebody who just sees the positive in everything, and that really motivates people and lifts them up. You also don't hold on to grudges. You're somebody who lets go of grudges very easily. That's kind of like the Five of Swords. I think the Fool card kind of applies to all the other cards, but so I like the Fool card at the end, and it kind of applies that innocence and childlike characteristics to the other cards. So you are somebody who doesn't hold on to grudges. You forgive and forget very easily. You give everybody a free pass. You look at the best of everybody. You don't judge people, and you just see the positive in everything, and that really lights people up, and people want to be near you because you make them feel good. You're the person that people go to when they're worried because you just make them feel better about themselves. You really lift people up, and that's such a good quality to have. Okay, let's throw some more cards on here. So we have Wake Up Call, Listen and Take Note. And we have Gold, which refers to the color gold. And then we have Cup of Replenishment. Also notice that there is the infinity sign on top of the cup of gold. So starting with the cup of gold, it's basically a chalice with unlimited healing powers. And then we have the angel over here too. I feel like these cards together are very healing. I feel like you guys, pile number 2, you are somebody who's very nurturing. You like to take care of people and you motivate people and bring them up. I feel like you guys are probably either Virgos or Leos, because Leo is very courageous. They are very optimistic. They don't hold grudges. They let things go. They let things slide. And Virgo is very of service. They're very nurturing. And I feel like, especially like this angel card here, just feels like she's of service. Like she is going to help people. This card is basically calling you to step up in the world and serve others in light of your purpose. And I feel like your purpose and what people love about you is that you are just so freaking nurturing and so optimistic in people, and you just take care of people. And you're very healing. Your energy, you exude an energy of just pure healing and positivity. And that just lights people up. It fills people up. And in turn, it heals them. So I feel like you're very healing. You're very nurturing. And because you're that way, you just have an exuberant amount of energy to do that. You don't get tired from taking care of people because taking care of people lights you up. Okay, we have a couple more cards. We have Rita de Cassia, the patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. And we have Diana, the queen of the wilderness. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. So again, I feel like these two cards really go with the nurturing Mother Earth kind of vibe. So Diana is the queen of the wilderness. So think earthy and just being outside and Mother Earth. And even though she's got like a crossbow and she looks kind of fierce, anybody associated with the wilderness is just pure love. And it even says that down here. This is my mother. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. So even though she looks fierce, she's doing it out of love. So she's kind of so this really reminds me of the Leo zodiac sign, because Leos are very loving. They will do anything for anybody that they love. They would go above and beyond, and they get fierce when they love. But they are still playful. They still are down to earth. And then the Leo and the Virgo being next to each other, they're very nurturing. So then you got the Virgo is the nurturing aspect. So when you think of the earth sign, you just think nurturing, and you just think of the word earthy, and it's just like, I just think nurture, and I just want to sink into it. It's just, it exudes nurture and taking care of and healing. And then we have this Rita de Cassia sign, and she is a saint, and she looks like she might have worked at a hospital, or she just looks like somebody who would do some healing. And that really goes with the other vibes. So pile number 2, people love you because you are very nurturing. You are fierce. So this kind of goes with the nine of wands as well. When you come across something, you don't let it stand in your way. You fight for what you believe in. And but at the same time, you just love fiercely and you are optimistic. You just know that you're taken care of. You don't have to worry about anything because you're taken care of, and you heal people. You nurture people and you heal people, and you just make people feel good about themselves. You motivate them with your optimism, and then physically and mentally and emotionally and spiritually, you heal them, and that lights you up, and you don't get tired from it because it's just who you are, and you just have no negative energy. You're just so positive that that positivity energizes you endlessly. So I hope that resonates, pile number 2. That is your reading for what people love about you. Please make sure to comment below what your biggest takeaway was, and make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. All right, pile number 3, here is your reading to see what people love about you. We start off with the 8 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. So I really like the wand energy and the pentacle energy. So wands are the fire element and pentacles are the earth element. So I really like how it kind of lined up that way and the contrasts, because fire is masculine and pentacles are feminine. So right away, this tells me that you are very balanced. And also the 2 of Pentacles, just the nature of the card of the 2 of Pentacles with the infinity sign, that is literally balance. So the 8 of Wands is about possibility and creativity. Fire by nature is about creation and creativity. And then we have the 5 of Wands as well, which the 5 of Wands is more about competition and diversity. But I feel like, and especially when I'm looking at these with the 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles is about kind of flamboyance in a way, or like vitality, almost like a luxurious kind of feel. So I feel like you might be a little bit competitive, but with the 9 of Pentacles, I feel like you are very sure of who you are, and you really take pride in your appearance. So you see we have like a peacock there, and I feel like you really take pride in your appearance. You are somebody who, you're the go-to person who everybody goes and says, oh my god, your nails are on fleek, your hair is amazing, where'd you get those shoes, where'd you get that purse? Like, you are on top of the trends, you dress to the nines, you know how to do that baking contouring thing with the makeup. You are just, you're everything beauty and luxury and style. And people love you because you, not only are you gorgeous and you have the best clothes and the best style and you're all on top of these trends, but you make people feel beautiful as well. You don't just be like, you don't just take compliments, but you're also somebody who gives compliments, and you make other people feel beautiful inside and out as well. So even though you probably have this innate need to kind of dress up, like you have a lot of heels, I would say, a lot of high heels, I feel like you don't do this to compare or be better than others. You just intrinsically enjoy looking and feeling your best. And I'm kind of that way myself, so like, I'm not judging anybody by any means, because I'm definitely that way too. You just enjoy looking your best, and then you make other people feel good as well. So I feel like you're not in competition to compare yourself to others. I feel like you just want to look your best, because when you look your best, you feel your best. So even though there's competition here, it's not competition with anybody else. It is just, you want to be your best, you're ambitious, and you want to do your best. And I love the 2 of Pentacles kind of in between, because that means that you are balanced. So you don't let the competition or perceived competition, because there's really no competition, you don't let models on Instagram get into your head. You dress up, you be yourself, you look on fleek, you look amazing, but you're balanced, like your mindset's balanced. So I also feel like you're very creative too. So I feel like you probably have a unique style. So I mean, I did say high heels, but it doesn't have to be that. It could just be that you have a very unique style, and that you're very bold with your fashion choices, and you're bold with kind of the way that you do your hair, and that you do your makeup, and that you accessorize. You probably have some tattoos if you're into that, or some piercings, or just anything unique that makes you stand out. Like, you want to stand out. And the Nine of Pentacles, so the peacock, kind of the showy off vibes with the creativity, just means that you're creative with your fashion sense and the way that you present yourself. So this is kind of first house energy, so the energy of yourself. So I feel like you would either be a Taurus or a Libra, because their first house would be ruled by Venus. All right, let's throw some more cards on here. Oh my God. Okay, so we have love, relationships, and harmony. And we have pink, self-nurture. Sorry, self-love and nurture. So when I said Libra and Taurus, that's not your sun sign. That would be your rising sign. So you could really have any sun sign, but your rising sign would either be Venus or Taurus, because that would mean that your first house is ruled by Venus. And this love card is Venus. It's Venus energy. It's love. It is not just love in relationships, but it's also love with yourself. And that goes with this card as well, the self-love and nurture card. So you are somebody who really takes the time and knows how to love yourself and how to nurture yourself. So Venus is also about, if you're under 18, shut this off. Venus is also about fertility and sexuality and just exuding like pure flowing feminine energy. So I feel like you are very feminine, and that doesn't mean that you wear dresses and high heels everywhere. It just means that you are so comfortable in who you are that whatever energy that you have, it's very sexual. Okay, so you really exude that energy, and sexual energy is very empowering. So it doesn't matter what your clothing style is, sexual energy is very empowering. And I feel like that kind of goes with the Five of Wands, so the competition. So it doesn't mean that you have to be, that you're always in competition with somebody else, but when you feel so empowered, you like a little bit of competition. I feel like I'm very much this way, so I'm kind of also speaking from my own experiences and personality, because these cards, I think this would be the pile that resonates with me as well. I very much connect to these cards. Pile the number 3. So yeah, you are, and I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles, the peacock energy. So if you guys know, peacocks are, the peacocks with the big feathers like that, those are the male peacocks, right? So if you didn't know that, the female peacocks don't have those feathers. It's the male peacocks. And they raise their feathers up, like all their beautiful colored feathers, to attract a female, which is so that they can mate, and that's where the sexualness comes in. So I feel like this is you guys are very sexual, but not in like a slutty kind of desperate way. You are just, you know exactly who you are. So with the self-love and nurture card, like, you are so confident in who you are. You know exactly who you are. There's no question about it. You're not intimidated by other beautiful women, because you know that you're beautiful already, and you also make other people feel beautiful. That's really one of the things that make people love you, is because you make them feel beautiful. So even though you're beautiful and you like to have fun, because I feel like sexual energy can be a lot of fun as well, and it's very intense and it's powerful. So because you exude that energy, you make other people feel powerful and beautiful, and you enable them to have fun as well. So those are really great qualities to have, and that's one of the reasons why people love you so much. It's because you empower them. And the last 2 cards that we have Isis, the goddess of magic. Sexual energy is sacred. I'm telling you guys, the cards don't lie. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. And we have the white buffalo calf woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. So Isis is an Egyptian goddess, and I don't think I need to elaborate that sexual energy is sacred. You guys, pile number 3, you just exude confidence and sexuality, and not even in an overly obnoxious way. Like, I feel like if you pick this and you don't feel like that, it doesn't mean that you have to be having like cleavage out all the time and like skin tight clothes. It just means that you're comfortable in who you are and that you make people feel good about themselves as well. And the white buffalo calf woman, my heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. The path of love is true abundance. So I really like that because that really ties everything in. Because when you have love for yourself, you have self-love, you're confident, you just have love for the world and love for other people and want them to feel their best as well. When you exude all this love, you attract abundance. So whether that's an abundance of love coming back to you, or whether that is monetary abundance, or an abundance of friendships, or just an abundance of whatever the F you want. So yes, you guys, people love you because you're creative, you are expressive in who you are, you have a unique style. People love to come to you to get style tips and to see your personal style because it's probably bold or unique. And or maybe you're somebody who knows, like, you know how to dress yourself up, you know how to people come to you because you know how to curl your hair that certain way, or you know how to do that eyeshadow look. People come to you for those kinds of things, and that's why people love you. But you also make them feel so beautiful with your own beauty, and you also make them step up because you just present yourself so beautifully. You make those people around you, like your closest friends, step up. So when they want to wear sweatpants to the movie theaters, they know that you're going and that you're not wearing sweatpants, you're looking good, so they're going to look good and they're thankful for you to that. And I can really attest to that because that's literally me. And I've had my friends say, well, I knew you were coming, so I had to dress up a little bit. And that's not a bad thing because no, you don't want to be in comparisonitis, but you should always try and look good. It's not good to wear sweatpants all the time. I mean, you want to look good for yourself because when you look good, you feel good. Like, don't you guys? Sometimes, yeah, you want to be comfy and wear your sweatpants, but doesn't it feel good when you dress up and you look good and you just kind of have like this swagger in you and you have confidence and you just feel better when you look good. Anyways, that is a little bit biased because that is how I am. If you guys picked pile number 3, we are very similar. So I really hope that this resonated with you, and if you have any questions or takeaways, please comment them down below. And if not, please just like the video and subscribe to my channel. And I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Right, pile number 4, here is your reading to see what people love about you. So we start off with the Wheel of Fortune, the 2 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the Magician. So these are all fairly positive cards. The only one that isn't technically positive is the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is kind of confinement. It's about closing your eyes to possibilities and what's going on around you. The Magician's kind of similar in the way that anything's possible. You don't know what's going on. Actually, all of these cards are about the unknown, about not knowing what's going to happen. So I feel like pile number 4, you guys are kind of like the wild cards of the group. I think that no one really knows what you're going to do next. No one knows what you're up to. You're very mysterious. People are always wondering what you're doing over there. And there's something irresistible about being mysterious, right? Like, nobody wants to be told that they can't know something. And you guys are mysterious AF. And people are just drawn to you because they just don't know what you're thinking because you guys are so mysterious. So anyways, tangent, back to the 8 of Swords. So even though it's about confinement, I feel like with the other cards that are laid out here, it's more about being selective about how you use your time. So you're the kind of person who has no problems saying no. You're the kind of person who's not just going to say yes to make somebody feel good. You put yourself first and people admire you for that. We also have the Wheel of Fortune card, which just means that it's literally unknown. Like, you just don't know what's going to happen. It's normally a good card. It usually means stuff like good things are coming. It's ruled by Jupiter, so it's very expansive, very much kind of like good luck type of vibes. And same with the Magician, it's kind of like manifestation and manifesting good things. So this is a very Scorpio kind of vibe. Do you guys have Scorpio in your chart? Pile number 4, let me know. Comment below. So very mysterious, very unpredictable. The Two of Wands is kind of about starting something new. It's again unknown, like you are starting a journey, but you don't really know where it's going. So that's not really a personality trait. So the way that that portrays into personality trait is that you're always starting something new and you are very excited about it and you don't know where it's going to go. You're very optimistic and you are just so sure of yourself. So you kind of, I feel like you kind of thrive on the unknown. Let me know if that's true. You thrive on the mystery. You thrive on not knowing what's going to happen. You love surprises. You love surprising other people. And yeah, you guys are the wild card, and who doesn't love a wild card? Wild cards are fun. You guys are probably really fun. You like to have fun. You kind of live by, you only live once, but you also are yourself and you don't let anybody feel bad about being yourself. You really are very authentic to who you are, and that makes other people feel that they can be authentic to who they are and express their truth. So people love you because you're just so much fun. You're mysterious. You bring out a nature in people that makes them feel safe and secure to express who they are, and they admire you for sticking up for what you believe in and for saying no, and that makes them feel more empowered as well, and that's one of the reasons why people love you. So we're going to pop a couple more cards on here. The first one is Transformation, Light and Dark. And we have Review and Reflection, Time Out Needed. So I really like this Review and Reflection one. It is, she's sitting in front of a big moon, and the Magician is, I feel like that really goes with that. The moon is subconscious beliefs. It's digging into the unknown. It's really digging into subconscious beliefs, and it's very mysterious because it's in the dark, right? So we also have this light and dark card. Man, you guys have to be Scorpios or have some Scorpio in your chart. This is crazy. Like, this is very dark, but not in a bad way. Just like you hide. I don't want to say hide. You just don't, I think you're quiet about who you are. You're not a chatterbox kind of person. You only talk when you're needed, and this makes me think that you're very wise. Somebody who's wise only speaks when needed. They don't chatter to fill in a quiet room. So we have the light and the dark, and you're very comfortable in the dark. So not literally, but maybe literally. But you're comfortable in digging into the subconscious. You're comfortable in digging into your weaknesses and your limiting beliefs and your fears. And you're really comfortable in sitting with that. And you use that and its power. And that is how you manifest things, because you can get to the bottom of who you are. You know your soul inside and out. And I really think with these cards and the Magician that you're very wise, especially with the Eight of Swords. Like, you're contemplating your next action. Like, even though you are a wild card and you might be that wild person at the party who might be living it up and having the best time and who's the fun person, you also have that side of you who does contemplate things and you think things through really well. And so people admire you for that, because you can have so much fun and bring life to a whole room just by yourself. Or you can be that mysterious person that everybody wants to know, because it's just the nature of somebody who's mysterious. Like, people just want to know who you are because you're not letting them in. And there's something really attractive and sexy about being mysterious, right? But yeah, I feel like with this review and reflection, you know exactly who you are, and not just who you are, but I feel like you analyze people and you read people very well, and that just makes you incredibly wise. I feel like even though you do probably like to have a lot of fun, I feel like pile number 4, you guys are an old soul type of vibe. Let me know if that resonates. And I'm going to throw a couple more cards on here, the last two. The first one we have is, don't give me shit for not pronouncing this correctly, but Vera Yogini. Probably butchered that, my apologies. The essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. And another one I'm going to butcher. Kadaha, the mother of believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. So this one here, the essence of all Buddhas, when I think Buddha, I just think enlightened and wise and spiritually wise. So I feel like with these moon cards and the light and darkness cards, it makes me think of spirituality and like literally like Buddhism being wise. And then we have this card over here. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. So this chick's badass, right? Like she is so powerful. Look at her stance. Like that's a powerful woman. And I feel like that's what you are, pile number 4. You are very secure in your power and you are just so confident in who you are that you make life happen for you. You put yourself first, right? You put yourself first and you only say yes when it's gonna directly benefit you. You are not a people pleaser. You are somebody who puts yourself first and you are very wise. The other thing about the Buddha card is that this is something that you dig into your subconscious, bring out your darkness again. So that really goes with the transformation light and dark card. You are always digging in to improve yourself on a spiritual level. You're always doing the self-work to bring out the best in you and cut the ego out. And her energy is intense. It's uncompromising. So I feel like you guys are very intense and people are kind of drawn to that because not many people are like that. I feel like pile number 4 is probably going to have the least amount of watches because not a lot of people are like that. So you guys are intense, you're uncompromising, you know exactly who you are and who you're here to be. And people love you because you make them feel that you empower them. So people love you because you empower them and you guys are fun. You're the wild card. People love to be around you because they want to know what you're thinking and you always have so much wisdom and you just enlighten people. You guys are kind of like a Buddha in your own way in that you just enlighten people. You just drop so much wisdom on people. You're the kind of person who drops those knowledge bombs on people. When somebody needs advice, they come to you. And that's why people love you because you are so friggin' smart and you just have so much knowledge and you will sit there and listen. But you only do that to the people that you care about because you're selective and you're not a people pleaser. But the people that you care about, you are going to help to your fullest extent and you can help them in such an amazing way because you guys are so smart and you've done all the self-work. Anyways, that is your reading pile number 4. I really hope that you liked it. Make sure to comment below on what resonated for you. And I'm sending you out all my best love right now. And yeah, make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. And last but not least, pile number 5. Here are your cards. This is your reading for what people love about you. So we start off with the Devil reversed. Don't worry, reversed means good things for the Devil. Then we have the King of Cups, we have the Chariot, and we have the 5 of Pentacles. So let's start off with the Devil reversed because I know that's what you guys are all thinking about. But this is a good card to have because it's a card about empowerment and breaking free. And I feel like with the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles is not a very nice card to have normally. But I feel like because she and the Devil on the outside, they really relate to breaking past limiting beliefs. So pile number 5, I feel like maybe you were somebody who has had troubles with things in the past or in your life or whatever, but you're somebody who can really rise above. And especially with the Chariot as well, I feel like you guys are very driven. So whatever problems that you come across, it doesn't matter because you guys are so ambitious and you're so driven that blow right past those problems. And your ambition and your willpower and your drive is what people admire about you. And then we have the King of Cups as well. Kings are kind of the same. They're very empowering, their power, their authority. They are willpower and drive and passion. And I feel like you guys are very successful in life. Yeah, I think that what these cards are telling me is that you guys are very successful in life, but you're humble. So I like how it wasn't just any king, it was the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very humble. He is very compassionate with other people, and so he hasn't let his success go to his head. He shares his wealth with other people. And even if you guys might not feel like successful yet, you have the willpower and the drive that you're going to be successful. And success is what people admire about you. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you have like a really good job that pays well. This might mean that you're somebody who is driven to get up in the morning and work out every day. And that's willpower, and that's vision, and that's drive. You have a goal and you have your mind set to it, and maybe you have like an awesome body because you've worked on it for months, getting up every day when you didn't want to because you decided to be consistent and have the willpower to see it through. And people admire you about that. I feel like you're somebody who motivates people to do their best, and that's really why people like you, because you motivate them to be their best selves by leading from example, by being your best self. So success doesn't just mean money, guys. This could be anything. Maybe you have the best group of friends because you are the connector, you're the networker, and you're the leader of that group. It doesn't matter what area of life it is. You guys are really successful in something, and you're a leader in that aspect, and people look up to you for that. Especially with the King of Cups, I feel like you guys are really connectors. So whatever area in life that you are successful in, you also are a connector. You are very good at bringing people together. You're good at networking. You're good at making people feel good about themselves and pushing them to be their best selves. And maybe you guys are like a mentor or a teacher or something, and you just want to bring out the best in others, and you lead by example. All right, we're going to bring a couple more cards out here. The first one is Evolution, Birthing the New. And we have Akashic Records, Evaluation and Review. So I know you guys are seeing that baby in there, so let's talk about that one first, because I'm sure that's what's on your mind. So Evolution, Birthing the New. So this is a rating to say what people love about you. So does that mean you're pregnant? No, just get your head out of that mindset right there. But birthing the new. So this again goes with the ambition, right? So maybe you're working on a new project, or maybe you're starting a business, or I guess project really covers most of it, but maybe you're trying to build something, or you're working on something, and you're going to be successful because that's who you are. You bring things to life. Not necessarily children, but maybe. But you bring ideas and projects and things like that to life. You bring ideas to life because you are so freaking powerful and so motivated and ambitious that you bring things to life. You guys are the pioneers who evolved the world forward. You guys are the ones who are quick thinking on your feet. Like right now we're in the coronavirus, right? What's gonna happen? You guys are the ones who are like, okay, this is what we're doing. This is what needs to get done. This is how we stay afloat. You guys are the leaders. You guys are just so authoritative and possess so much leadership that people follow you and trust you. And the Akashic Records card too makes me think the same thing. You guys are smart. You are taking the time to step back, review all your options, review the best strategy, and look back on past experiences and doing your research in order to make the best move. So you guys are very smart, you're very strategic, you're very action oriented, and you're very ambitious and driven, and ultimately successful. Okay, let's pop the last two cards on here. Okay, we have Mirabai, the Saint of True Freedom, Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. And then lastly, we have Teresa of Avila, Our Lady of the Interior Life. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. So I feel like both of these cards are similar in a way that they are both about speaking your authentic truth. And I feel like that really goes well with the rest of the cards. You are successful because you're true to who you are. You're true to your vision. You have a vision set out and you have been following it. You've stayed true to your vision. And when that vision no longer serves, you dump it and go on to the next vision. You are always looking out for yourself and doing what's best for you. That doesn't mean that you don't look out for other people as well, but you don't let pleasing other people run your life. You are true to yourself, and you know your purpose. You know why you're here on earth, or if not, then you are very passionate about something. You guys have some kind of passion in life, whether that's a creative passion, whether that's a business endeavor, whether that's a relationship. You guys have some passion that is sitting down in your solar plexus or your sacral chakra, kind of down in your guts, and it just, that energizes your whole being, and it lights you up and it drives you to be successful. It also means that you guys trust yourself. You know who you are, you trust yourself, you trust your intuition, you trust that you are smart enough and capable enough to make the right decisions for yourself. And by doing that, you either help people, you serve people through your, maybe it's a project or a business that you're working on, so you help people that way. Or maybe you mentor people because you have so much wisdom and you can package it and communicate it appropriately. So maybe you mentor people. Or maybe you just serve as inspiration because you are having so much success, you're so passionate about something, and that really inspires other people to be passionate and to have willpower and to have drive. And remember that this doesn't necessarily mean just about things about money. It could be creative projects, maybe learning a musical instrument, maybe dancing, maybe learning a new language, maybe bringing people together. It doesn't friggin' matter what the thing is. You guys are just so passionate and successful about something that you make people feel the same way. You drive other people to live their best potential and you bring people up. You're the people at the forefront of change, of evolution. When things are about to change, you guys don't fear it. You jump into it because you know change is an opportunity. It's not something to fear. It's an opportunity to grow and to see what comes out of it, and just be your best self and take it and run, right? Charity, oh my god, chariot. Chariot action. You're successful, you have willpower, you are the creator of your life, and you're making it happen. So that is it, pile number 5. I really hope that you enjoyed. Make sure to comment below with your biggest takeaway. I feel like this one in particular was a little bit all over the place, but I hope that I summarized it well. But make sure to comment below your biggest takeaway. And yeah, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'm sending you out so much love right now. My best goes out to you, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.